and Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, at Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 74 yards. And the Jets go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to take another shot here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He'll buy some time right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. It's Ryan Wright now. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Wilson. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Cousins now from the 50. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne. 50 yards. And the Vikings strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Wilson on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away,
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on down to punt it away on 4th down. And taken right on the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Cousins now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
he took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Cousins will try and throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Wilson on second down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call to fit. Sack him for a loss of 9. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. The Vikings got a solid performance in that first half from their veteran signal caller, Kirk Cousins. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 71 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 43 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touch. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself.
There he goes, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Jets. Alan Lazard from 17 yards out. And the Jets are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne, 67 yards. And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Powell. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. It's so far solid, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. There's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
He'll try to make it more here on this drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation you kind of run.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings extend their lead yet again.
That's tough when they're defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and he fires one incomplete. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hall again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Wilson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jordan Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Here's Powell on the return. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to score. return. And the Vikings continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So here come the Vikings now as they'll again go for two. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. This is Lazard with a catch out left.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running left, it's Hall.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On 1st down, Wilson.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. Don't you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. To throw is Cousins.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history there was a...
This is caught inside the 15. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll run here with Akers.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marcus Davenport getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest by winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved. We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And just shedding him off there. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every